We are the nation's number one talk station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Sheriff Quadry. Good morning to you, Lagos. Nice to meet you if you're tuning in for the very first time. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. Go check out our live feed on there. Nigeria Info FM is how you can link up with us on our social media streaming platforms. You can also listen in via our website, nigeriainfo.fm. This morning, we are talking about incest. Yes, you heard me right. We'll look at what incest is. We'll look at why people engage in it. For victims of incest, first and foremost, I want you to be free to call in when the time comes to share your story. For those that are not victims, well, Dr. Nimi will tell us whether they are victims or they're not victims. For the other people, who initiated or something, I want you to also call us anonymously if you wish to tell us why. Like, how do you feel as a victim of the act? How has been an incest or been through it? How is it affecting your life now? How is it affecting your confidence, your morale, your person, your existence? Now, what is the psychology, the state of mind of children or people birthed through this act? Are you a product of incest? You yourself, are you one, a product? Tell us how this is affecting you. And what are the effects of incest on you, on our society, really? You know what? I'm not going to go into what Zainab put here. Zainab put lengthy intros here. So I'm just going to... Zainab, well done, eh? You know I love you, right? Great job. But for time, let me quickly bring in my guest, Dr. Nimi Ikere. She's a consultant family physician. She's an author. She's a child advocate. She's a trained medical doctor. She's the founder of Smile and Shine Children's Foundation, an NGO that is deliberate about the sexual and mental well-being of children. Dr. Nimi was recently featured in the New York Times, the New York City Journal, as one of the top 30 most inspiring women to look out for in 2022. Dr. Nimi, the reason I'm putting this out there is just to first say congratulations to you on that. For instance, a very lovely morning to you.
Thank you.
When was the last time you were here? That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Oh, wow. It's good to see you again.
Thank you. Same. I'm happy to be here.
It's good to have you here. Let's start with incest. What is incest, really, for those who are wondering what the term is all about?
Okay. Incest is defined as sexual activity between family members or close relations. And I'd like to break it down because family members could just be broad. So if someone is related to you through blood, that's what you call consanguinity. The person is related, you guys are related. If someone is related to you through affinity, marriage, step family, so you have blended families, so a stepfather and a stepdaughter, or by marriage somebody's my in-law, my brother-in-law, that's my family. So if I go ahead to have a sexual relationship with the person, it's incest or sexual activity. And then adoption, people are adopted legally into homes and they become part of the family. Having anything sexual with that person or with the people will be termed incest. And then lineage, people are from there's some people from the same lineage that cannot get married. I mean, this differs from culture to culture. I know that in my mom's area where she's from, I think she told me they can marry their fourth cousins. It differs from other cultures, So yes, lineage, that's why people should know their history so that they don't engage in incest. And then there are types.
There are types of incest. Oh yes. Please break it down.
Between adults and children. So this is the child incestuous abuse is a form of child sexual abuse where an adult abuses the child, adult family member. So we've seen a plethora of cases where the father is abusing the daughter. this is not as common as stepfathers. We hear for stepfathers, it's like a routine. It's something we see all the time. Maybe because the emotions are detached, you see them as not their children.
Not their children.
Yes, so they are.
Is that still an incest?
Oh yes, it is. I mentioned the step. I said
yeah.
affinity.
Yeah.
That's by marriage and step family. Of course, your stepfather is your father. Maybe not your biological father, but he takes that role of a father and should not abuse the daughter or the child or the stepchild. So yes, and there's mother to son, mother to daughter. These are not very common. There's son to mother. Recently, a boy was, in fact, two boys. One killed the mother because of ritual purposes. He wanted to get rich. They told him he was going to be a trillionaire, not even a billionaire, millionaire in dollars, billionaire in dollars, if he killed his mother. And if he slept with his mother, he felt the shame would be too much on both of them, and the mother will tell. So he killed her and even raped her, slept with her afterwards. It's gory, but it happened recently. And then one was trying to do that, and the mother screamed and help came. And when they asked him, he was taken to the police station, and he said it was for ritual purposes. And then there's the child between children, of course, sibling to sibling. That's very common, especially in broken homes, and single parent homes, where sometimes inevitably the mother has relationships, brings in men, and then the children want to try out these things, especially when they live in a confined place. They learn and they want to try it out. It's common, very common. And then there's the adult type, adult to adult, where some of them say, you hear people consensual, I'm in love with this. We see it a lot in developed areas. I'm in love with my cousin and there's nothing I can do about it. And then there's the non-consensual, where one is exerting power or authority over the next person.
At what point does it, can we say that, is there any connection between incest and rape?
Yes. So for, that a child is a child. So whether you've manipulated the child and they give in, is non-consensual because it's a child. A child cannot give consent. So that's rape.
That's right.
So, and then an adult too that does not consent. In fact, all forms of incest, there's no form of incest that is right. It's criminal.
But not all of them is rape.
No,
right?
not all. Because
all
sometimes you see, like an example is Whitney Houston's daughter and adopted.
And the adopted son.
Oh, they said they were in love. So that's not rape. That's consensual. But I don't know. I can't remember if they were less than 18. If they were less than 18, well, for that, maybe that would have been child to child, sibling to sibling.
Right.
But for adults, I've seen some adults I've seen in developed countries that say they were in love. That's incest, and there are penalties. Some countries do not have penalties for that. They allow it, but a lot of countries and cultures abhor incest in every sense of the word.
Is it a mental illness? Is it a mental problem?
For some, yes. In most cases, yes. And then, you want me to tell you the causes? Of course.
Yes, please.
Yes, the predisposing factors. Yes, ritual purposes now. For ritual purposes, because most of the cases we've handled, you just hear them say, for rituals, and they told me I'll get rich. And where do you get these people? Facebook, social media, and then poverty is a factor. You remember during COVID, it peaked, because they were inevitably with the children. Most time, children were victims.
Everybody was
everybody was in an enclosed place. So everybody saw the messy side of people that were not obvious before. COVID did a lot. The lockdown, rather. So yes, poverty. The idle mind is a devil's workshop. People don't have jobs. So what they think about, I've had somebody tell me, Nimi, Dr. Nimi, I'm lusting after my daughter, and I tried to reach. I wanted to give him help, but he just he was nowhere to be found. Maybe he just said it. He was in pain, and it's a good thing he was lusting. He did not
say it out.
I don't think at that time he had tried to do anything, because he acted like he was desperate. He was
he needed help.
Vulnerable. He needed help. So yes, mental illness is yes, drug and substance abuse, poverty. Then westernization. People are now so used to the internet. Before now, a lot of things you could not have access to pornography or pornographic materials. Now you're just a click away from all that. So people are groomed even on the internet. Then government's failure to safeguard children. Children are put in harm's way every day. So you see these people that say they are mentally ill.
Yeah.
Use children to perform all sorts of experiments. And then I've talked about alcohol abuse, extreme paternal dominance. Most times you see that the males, the fathers, are culprits because they have subdued the females. A lot of times the women know, or at least they have that feeling, that instinct, but they don't want to say anything for fear of losing their marriages or fear of being sent out and not being financially stable. They can't take care of themselves.
Maybe stigmatization, right?
That's very key. Oh, no, they don't. In the first place, they don't talk about it.
Right.
It's only when it's causing a lot of problems. The girl is pregnant or somebody has reported. Most times you see them shielding the perpetrator because they are scared of these things. First of all, stigma. Poverty is a major factor, especially on women.
I also hear that some mothers put the blame on their girl children.
Yes.
For whatever it is going on between. So why does that happen? That it's easy for the woman to choose the husband, the perpetrator, over her own daughter in the case of incest. I've heard that story before.
It boils down to what I said. Poverty, our culture. When a woman, especially a woman that is not empowered, leaves a marriage, they blame her. They tell her all sorts. She couldn't keep her home, and then she's at the mercy of others. She can't feed her family. So she pretends like her husband is, deep down she knows that what he's doing is wrong, but she now blames the girl. And sometimes when these narcissists have manipulated them, they don't think like human beings anymore, because there's no reason why you should ask your child why she was wearing this, why she was doing this. The child doesn't have any blame. A child is a child. So you see that their reasoning is distorted because they are at the mercy of their husbands. Poverty is a factor, our culture.
There's something that is quite disturbing, Dr. Nimi. Lagos, I'll open up the phone lines in a moment. I can see the calls coming through, but I need to ask this question. The numbers are going up. Why is the prevalence so high right now? Why?
I keep saying that people are, this is not to make excuses for perpetrators, but there's so much poverty. People are depressed. Alcohol abuse, people are hooked on alcohol, so they can't make reasonable judgments, and their inhibitions are lowered when they are on alcohol and substance. This is not to make excuses for them. So I think there should be more jobs. There should be a mindset orientation. And then, since there's a penalty for incest, people should serve time. If people see that there's prosecution and people are going to jail for their offenses, for their crime, I do not think that anybody would do it so, carelessly, would just stand up and start abusing their child when they know that it is wrong. And then there should be environment fora where you discuss with people.
You can freely share stories.
And then tell them that this is wrong. In churches, imams, pastors, they should talk about it. Let them know that this is wrong. Once you start lusting after your child, you should report. I mean, this thing dates back to the Bible days. Amnon raped his sister. Lot's children raped their father. They got him drunk. So yes, it's been happening.
It's been there.
So let's change the mindset of people. And then the children too, let's teach them how to open up, how to speak up, and let them know that they will not die if nothing will happen to them, because you see, they live in fear, and it has a lot of effects. It takes a lot to bring them out of what they've been through.
That's what we're going to talk about when we return from this break. But I need to go to the telephone now, take some calls in before the break. We will talk about the impact, the psychological impact on victims. But let's go to the telephone. If you like to call us and talk to us about this topic, feel free to do that. You're also very free to be anonymous when you call 0700 993 993 993 and 01465 7190. Those are the two lines that we are working with this morning. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please.
Don't just bother asking for money.
It's okay. It's fine.
The impact of this issue. One, the mother. Because my own case, my mother has to support my stepfather. In fact, that is the reason that never will I forget my mom. Never, even my stepfather.
I'm sorry.
Never. And now I'm as old as what I can. I'm 50 this year. But I can never forgive my mom for what they did.
So sorry.
I can never forgive for what they did to me.
Sorry about that.
I'm so sorry.
If she needs help, we can help her because adults go through even worse pain, post-traumatic stress disorder. They don't come out of it, so they still need to be counseled to move forward.
Wow, it's painful. Good morning. Yeah, we lost that. Let's take another call quickly. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, let me just rename myself also.
Could you turn off your radio, please, quickly?
Oh, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's better now. It's better now.
You see, well, thank you for this initiative of bringing it program, before. Sincerely, it is rampant. And I could take a cue from what your guests there have very said. One of the contributing factors, the major, it is poverty deprivation. Then alcoholism, the rate at which people are so engaged themselves in drugs and all sorts, it's really, alarming this time. And when alcoholism, has taken over your own sense also. Little could you do concerning that.
Right.
Then thirdly, as I'm rounding up, it is that there have not been consequences. In fact, I'll be probably maybe hearing if the Nigerian law, if there is any legislation against such in our constitution here.
Yes,
right.
So the laws are not even pronounced, number one. Even the enforcers of the law, they are culprits in all this. And finally, it's because for every crime, especially in Nigeria lately, the rituals, kidnapping, it's because there have not been consequences. So that's even the bane of it. No, he's talking about you don't want to report. You don't want to tell your brother, you don't want to tell your sister, you don't want to tell your husband, you don't want to tell your wife, another. Within the circle of the family. That's the one. How much more if somebody is now being prosecuted for that publicly?
Yes.
You can imagine what kind of signals that one will send to the other minded. So it's because there have not been consequences. Our laws have been amputated. That is it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for talking to me. Eze, I don't know if you can make this happen in a minute. Eze,
very
morning.
Sharp.
Okay.
You see,
Yeah.
if such a thing should happen, the mother will be aware of that.
Okay.
Maybe the mother of any child that has that kind of a problem know about that before it happens. So the fathers and the mothers should be careful because this thing is rampant everywhere. Mostly in this place, I say, Odogbolu here, I'm seeing many things. I see things. But at times you won't talk anyhow because of the security of your life, something like that.
Right. Eze, thank you so much for talking to me. Appreciate it. Dr. Nimi, let's take a quick break. After this break, we'll come back to talk about the psychological impact of this act on the victims. Lagos, you're welcome to join the conversation. It's quite an emotional conversation this morning, and we appeal to you to share your story. It's the beginning of the healing process. It helps. It helps a lot. And Dr. Nimi is here. She's ready to help. If you're open to get help, she's here. Let's go to break. We'll be right back. Stay with us here on Nigeria Info 99.3.
Hey, it's your deals plug, and as usual, I've got the most fantastic information on the market, and it's tailor-made just for you. Now, it's been buzzing, and everyone is super excited to hear that Praise Jam is back this Easter. April the 18th is the date, and of course, the theme is the resurrection. Easter is meant to be a symbol of hope, new life, and renewal, and it's been quite a bumpy start this year, with everything seemingly tougher and security issues left, right, and center. So let's come have a time of renewal. Jump into an atmosphere of praise and totally immerse yourself in God's goodness with the very best of Nigerian gospel music. This Easter's edition will feature Tim Godfrey, Tokpe Alabi, Eben, Mike Abdul, BJ Sachs, Mercy Chinwo, Ima Oh My God, Akporo, and will be hosted by Kenny Black. There are tickets to be given away every single day, so stay tuned and find out how. And after every performance at the event itself, a random ticket number would be called, and the lucky person will get a chance to play in the Cool Money Machine live on stage for a chance to win up to 1 million naira. Now, there'll be a lot of freebies, photo sessions, and games for the kids and the family. The time is 12 noon. The venue is the Echo Convention Center. You can get your tickets at all Tasty Fried Chicken outlets, Chocolate Royale, and of course the venue, and online at coolfm.ng and ariatickets.com for 5,000 naira and 10,000 naira. However, why should you wait in line when you can literally beat the queue and get your regular early bird tickets at 3,000 naira only if you buy now online? Praise Jam The Resurrection starts at 12 noon on Easter Monday the 18th, which is a holiday, so you have no excuse to not be there. Come, let's celebrate life and the true meaning of this holiday with you and your loved ones. This event is certified by the Lagos State Safety Commission.
Keeping up with political issues and developments around you. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Nigeria, I am listening.
We bring you up to speed with great talk.
If you know what these ex-governors get as pension, every 4 years you get brand new car.
I'm not giving you consent to get into my property.
I don't need consent because as far as I'm concerned as an enforcement officer, I have certified you to be a traffic offender.
Your number one station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Free Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Everyone thinks children are adorable.
So cute.
Until they turn your newly painted white walls to a canvas.
Oh no!
Easy, mommy. No need to panic. Forgiveness is easy when you use Deluxe Easy Care paint. Deluxe Easy Care is 20 times tougher than the regular matte paint. So, when you wipe or wash the walls, the stains go off, but the paint stays
You're
on.
so talented.
Buy Deluxe Easy Care and win shopping vouchers up to 50,000 naira instantly. Terms and conditions apply.
To grow a business in Nigeria, your connections have to be strong. And I'm not talking about some godfather in the villa or plugs in the corridors of power. No, it's the small, everyday connections like how quickly do you address customer queries? How effectively do you track your staff progress? Yeah, that's the kind of connection we're talking about. And to be that connected, you need a reliable partner like Airtel Business.
That's right. With Airtel Business, you enjoy reliable, unlimited fixed internet that keeps all your business connections seamless. You also enjoy 24/7 dedicated care lines. Contact Airtel Business at ng.airtel.com today.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Every day is a good day when you've got what it takes. Cowbell evaporated milk gives your body what it needs. Say nourish
Cowbell evaporated milk is delicious milk that is carefully formulated to retain its creaminess and great taste.
So creamy, so good.
Cowbell evaporated milk. So creamy, so good.
Cowbell, I want milk.
You want to win always in the battles of life? Then the 2022 edition of the Achievers International Conference, AIC, is for you. It's time for a total turnaround encounter. The date, 31st March to 3rd of April 2022. The theme, The Extraordinary Life. Join us at 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. daily at Salem Pentecost City off Salem Bus Stop by Nikon Town. Ministering are the chief host, Archbishop Samamaga and Bishop Love Samamaga, and the host, Bishop Enobong Ete. Other ministers include Bishop Emmanuel McJones, USA, Bishop Dave Onimisi, London, Bishop John Ibenu Lokoja, Bishop Imaisong, Calabar, Bishop Hilary Ogoniebune, Port Harcourt, Bishop Joseph Bassi, Calabar, Bishop Israel Eze, Ghana, Reverend Isaiah Samamaga, Port Harcourt, and other anointed ministers. Ministering in music at the Faith Dynamite Voice, Nochi, Nathaniel Bassi, Choma Jesus, and many others. You can live the extraordinary life today. Don't miss it. I'll see you there.
For those who want to make the right choices every day, choices that bring out the sparkle in you, and those that are inspired by you, the new Nestle Pure Life Sparkling Water is made just for you. So go ahead and get your sparkle on with the new Nestle Pure Life Sparkling Water.
When opportunity knocks, Doreen answers. It rolls up its sleeves and gets down to business. Doreen doesn't cry over yesterday's mistakes. It moves. Nothing ever gets done without someone doing. So, what are we doing today? MTN.
Everyone is proud of the doctor I've become. I'm grateful to a lot of people, but especially for basketball and the grit I built as I learned the sport. The rejections taught me to keep fighting. The long hours taught me discipline. Knockdowns taught me to bounce back. And those unexpected victories that taught me never to give up.
Nourish and energize your kids with Milo Active Go to help them succeed in sports. Because the great they learn in sports, they keep for life. Milo, energy to go further.
At ShopRite, we're making it possible to celebrate a low-price family Easter. Feast on your favorites and get great deals when you buy Dano 350-gram milk and Ovaltine 400-gram beverage at 3,099 naira 99 kobo and 6 Malta Guinness 330 ml bottles at 999 naira 99 kobo. Save big this Easter only at ShopRite. Lower prices you can trust always. Prices valid till the 3rd of April 2022.
Thanks for letting me stay the night.
You're welcome, dear.
I slept so well. Your bed is simply divine. And your pillows are so... like I was resting my head on a cloud.
Mocha makes amazing pillows. That one is the Crown Anti-Allergy Pillow.
I think it's time I changed mine. I have been using them for ages.
You should. Doctors recommend changing pillows every 1 to 2 years.
Really?
When was the last time you changed your pillows? Buy a Muka pillow today and sleep healthy.
Muka, adding comfort to life.
The Voice Season 4 is here. Join the Voice Train on the 1st and 2nd of April 2022 at the Grandeur Event Center, 17 Billings Way, Oregu, Ikeja, Lagos. Games, dance, surprise performances, and so much more. Time is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
The Voice Nigeria, unstoppable.
Brought to you by First Bank, Airtel, JAC Motors, Coca-Cola, and Zaron Cosmetics.
My country people, time don reach when una go enjoy better life with Itel home appliances. Yes, so make una choose, buy and enjoy the best on top Itel home appliances. Then get stainless and plastic boiling flask where they turn off instanta. After water don boil finish, blender wey no fit break, wey get 2 jugs inside, spray, dry, plus including steam pressing iron wey dey match with every temperature. Join with standing and wall fan wey get 5 blades and dem go fit use am for home abi for office. Okoko bioko, dem get different types of Itel TV wey get ogbonge picture and correct sound quality. Make una remember say dis products dem be quality, dem dey gidigba and you fit buy am, e no go tear your pocket. Dem dey for all Itel offices dem wey dey everywhere for we country. Una don hear am o, time don reach where una go buy, use and enjoy Itel home appliances. Itel, make una enjoy better life.
At Jumia, we know tech is a part of your everyday. It's how you connect, transact, and get things done. It's always been a part of your lives and ours, making us all better. Which is why it's so exciting to note that the tech sale of the year is back. Jumia Tech Week sale offers you phones, laptops, gadgets, and electronics at lower prices from the 21st of March to the 3rd of April. And you can enjoy free delivery in Lagos and Abuja on thousands of orders above 4,999 naira. Don't miss it. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
How I made $1 million from my organic beauty brand. Do you own an organic beauty brand? Oyeta Kokoroko of Okoko Cosmetics in Canada will be live at Bona Expo 22 holding a masterclass. Have you registered to attend or be a vendor? Hurry! 10% off booth rates for early birds. Offer lasts till February 28th. Call +234 702 515 0023 or +234 702 515 0024.
In my house, the internet regularly disconnects, but I have now found the solution. It's super fast satellite internet. It's great. I can get internet everywhere. At home, at work, in the city, or in the village. No need for networks to reach me. The internet is beamed to my house from space. Connect is the super fast internet solution, offering speeds up to 100 megabits per second. All this from 6,900 naira per month. Find your nearest sales outlet at connect.com. Connect with a K in partnership with Coolink.
When opportunity knocks, Doing answers. It rolls up its sleeves and gets down to business. Doing, it doesn't cry over yesterday's mistakes. It moves. Nothing ever gets done without someone doing. So, what are we doing today? MTN.
You need money? Rent money. Business money? Rent money. School fees money? Rent money. Anything money? Rent money. House rent money? Rent money. Money to hold body? Rent money. You want to invest your money? Rent money. Anything money? Rent money.
For personal or business loans or to earn more money on your savings, visit rainmoney.com or call 0700 5500. Need money? Rain Money.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The nation's number one talk station. We're back to the Morning Crossfire here on Nigeria Info 99.3. Today, we are looking at incest as a silent, quiet pandemic in our society. Dr. Nimi Ikere, a consultant family physician, she's also an author and a child advocate. She's the founder of Smile and Shine Children's Foundation, an NGO that is deliberate about the sexual and mental well-being of children. Dr. Curry, thank you again for joining us today.
You're welcome, Sheriff.
I think we can take two more calls before I come back to you because time flies so quickly on this show. I would like to hear from people who are victims, who've been victims of incest. If you've perpetrated it willingly, we would like to also hear your story as well. Because it's good to hear from your side. If you're a product of incest, we like to hear from you as well on the show today. 0700 993 993 993 and 01 465 7190 for female callers only. It is 01 465 7190 for female callers. When you're calling, please turn off your radio. It's very important you do that. Good morning to you.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yes, please.
Okay, so please, I want to remain anonymous.
That's fine.
Well, my point of not question is there an effort to make it very aware that incest is actually a crime?
A crime, yeah.
Because what I see around is that people just think it's like an abomination, a terrible thing that happened. But many people don't know that it's against the law.
It is.
Good. And the part of, especially for the young ladies, recently I had a chance to interact with some sex workers. They're very young ladies, and their age struck me. And they didn't really care. And they weren't hiding the fact that this was what they did. And my interaction with them found out that a couple of them had been victims of incest.
True.
And what came out of it for them was like, they couldn't care again.
Exactly.
It was like the people who should protect them very well.
Exactly.
I'm not even talking about their dads who were like the main perpetrators in the case, but their moms didn't care.
Exactly.
So they quickly just moved into that life.
Yes.
Which I felt that if that never happened, they would never be
exactly
very young girls, teenagers, early 20s, sex workers. It sort of broke my heart. So, I mean, I want the awareness to go out that it is a crime.
It's a crime.
It's not just an abomination. There's not one bad thing that happened that you report to the pastor or your religious leader.
Thank you.
It's a crime.
Thank you for sharing your thought. Yes, please.
Yes, I like what he said. It's not just a taboo. It is a crime. The Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act of 2015 in Section 25 criminalizes incest and prescribes a minimum of 10 years imprisonment without an option of fine. So it is a crime. It is a crime. And we all know that there's incestuous rape. Rape is a crime, life imprisonment. So this is not something, like he said, it's not just something we abhor because culturally it's wrong from the Christian point of view. It is a crime in Nigeria.
Indeed.
Thank you for that. And truly, okay, when we talk about the psychological implications, we're going to talk about all that.
That's okay. Ade has been online for some time. Ade, morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sheriff.
Yes, please.
Sorry, my guest is different from that topic. Just 1 minute. My life is in danger.
What's the problem, Mr. Ade?
Yeah, I've sent many WhatsApp to you concerning sector capital. I am 60 above age. I invested 500,000, close to 500,000. I sent more like 10 what's up to you. You don't respond. Just to let me know, this is my station. I don't have any other station to be listening to. That is where I hear them from Joyce. What I can do? Can you track them for me? Do you have any advice for me? I have nothing to live on. Check your WhatsApp, please help me. Without that receipt, they've closed the office and they ran off. They say, sec, come and close their office. No return, no capital. 500,000. I believe my station. That's why I did it. I don't blame you. I don't take you. I don't say you are a culprit. But help me now. I don't have options. I will die. I don't have family. I'm 60 years old and above. Check your WhatsApp and get back to me. What can I do? The only what I need is what can I do? Approve me a day Friday. All my receipt, the issue to me is getting your. I forward everything. That is it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ade. I'm sorry. The WhatsApp number that you sent to is to say, not my personal WhatsApp. I'm very sure it's the office line. So I will check, like you have said, and we'll see what can be done. But thank you. I'm really sorry about your predicament. Vector Capital, I think, has been flagged. These companies, they can say anything. And I always say that you need to, apart from hearing about it on radio or watching their adverts on TV or reading about them on in the newspapers, you need to do your own due diligence as well. Once they are offering you something that is out of this world, please run. Please run. Back to our conversation. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Yes, I'd like to be anonymous.
That's fine.
Please, in order not to divert your attention, the man that just called for venture capital saying, if there's any way we can help, please, let us help. Please. Please. If we have to even donate some little money to just make him be sustained for a while, please, let us help. It's sounding as if that's his last hope. I beg. I beg.
Thank you. Thank you for your thought. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. Oh, we lost that call. Dr. Nimi, before I go on with the calls, let's go straight into the psychological impact of this act, incest, on the victim. You work with children. What is it like?
Okay, even up to adulthood, like we heard that woman, it's still there. So for children, they have trust issues. You just heard her say people that would have protected her, her mom, they failed her. So they have trust issues. They have guilt. Most times they are guilty. They feel that it's their fault. Why me? Why would my father or my stepfather pick me, to abuse? That means there's something wrong with me. There's something not right. I'm not a good person. I don't deserve it. And so that's what leads them to inappropriate sexual behavior. I can do anything without inhibitions. After all, I'm a sex tool, And then there's low self-esteem. When someone feels anger, bitterness, and has trust issues, person has low, in fact, their low self-esteem is almost at the zero level because they feel that they are worthless. What am I living for when I'm just good for sex? And aggressive behavior, sometimes they are and that's just a coping mechanism for them. And like I've talked about inappropriate sexual behavior, a lot of them do all sorts, even as terrible as sleeping with animals because bestiality, because they don't, they are worthless.
They've lost their dignity.
Yes, no dignity. Everything is gone, So there's poor school performance. There's retrogressive behavior. The person starts acting like a child, things that they've outgrown. Those are psychological conditions. Anxiety disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder, relieving symptoms, triggers. So they avoid things that can trigger it. Let's say the person that abused them always used to wear a red shirt. So when they see that somebody with a red shirt, it could just trigger.
They panic.
Yes, and then they have all sorts emotional depression, emotional issues, depression, anxiety, and there's substance abuse. A lot of them take to the streets. A lot of them are abusers, and a lot of people, mothers that were abused, that were in incestuous. I won't say relationship that were involved in incest. Of course, it wasn't their fault.
Right.
End up being very violent on their children. Yes, they emotionally abuse. They physically. they're just,
So,
there's
so
just a lot going on.
victims who are now grown ups, they are now married, they get to be violent.
And have not sought help. Yes, they're very violent, even on their husband. They're just aggressive, and their children suffer a great deal because they have not healed. So they still have those issues, and they don't go away like that. They don't go away magically. You need to seek help.
We'll talk about help now. But let's take some more calls. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Joy calling.
You're welcome, Joy.
Please, I want to just advise the first woman that called. You should listen to Joy Maya, because her father abused her for a long time, which the father were supporting, the mother were supporting her father to abuse her. Let her listen to those messages, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you.
So I forgot to add that there's suicide.
Hello.
There's suicide.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
A patient of mine
Hello, good
committed
morning.
suicide. She was abused by her father.
Oh, wow. Good
Can you
morning.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, I want to remain anonymous. I'm so happy to get on a show like this. I've been calling for a very long time.
Good to
Can you
hear
hear me, Sherry?
We can hear you very clearly.
Yes, things like this always happen. I remember sometimes ago, I think I should be in second year that time. I was in a similar situation like this. What really helped me was sometimes cultural belief and religious belief play a very big role in cases like this. I remember it was a younger, second cousin like that, who was posing a very threat to me, sexually. The thing was coming. It was becoming much. So what I did was I couldn't fight it because both of us were always at home. I came back from school then. What I did was I remember the implication. I'm an Igbo person. I know the implication of that because in my place, when such a thing happens, you have to perform a traditional rite that you have to be stripped naked, dance around the village and so on, because of for you to be appeased. So that one day I summoned courage. I called that second cousin a very neutral place because I was older than her. I warned her seriously because I think she was doing it intentionally. I warned her seriously. If you don't know anything, remember where we come from. Remember the implication. This is not a matter of Lagos or something. That was the day that thing ceased.
Right.
So what I'm trying to say, sometimes these younger female folks, sometimes they might be younger. Sometimes they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. And whenever things like this happen, the male folks always blame. I remember when a relation caught the step son and the daughter red-handed. The boy was beaten blue, black, and was sent away, this and that. But these children were actually within the same age bracket.
Right.
Sometimes we need to address this issue, both religiously, traditionally, in any aspect we need to.
Right.
And those who are also in the case, like the first woman called, they should learn to forgive. Sometimes this person that have done this thing is dead. You cannot be holding grudge against somebody who is dead. Sometimes you just have to move on.
Thank you. Thank you for your thought. I'm going to speak with Happiness. After Happiness, then we'll wrap up this conversation. Happiness, good morning
Hello,
to you.
Sheriff.
Yes, please.
Sherry, good morning.
Good morning to you, Happiness.
Greetings to your guest.
Thank you. Good morning.
Sherry, I don't know. For victims, helpline that they can always get to. When things like this occur, they'll know where to run to for safety. They're always threatening not to speak out. So helplines that they can always go to when they have issues like this.
That's what we're talking
Thank you
about.
so much.
That's what we're touching on now next. Dr. Nimi, help. How can they get help? People listening to us right now, they need help desperately. How is that going to be possible for them?
Okay, we have a lot of NGOs that are very, 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 very passionate about this cause. I have an NGO, and then the Lagos State, I must say, is doing well. They respond promptly. It could be better, but let's give honor to whom honor is due. They have zero tolerance for issues like this. And then there was a time I had a meeting. We had a meeting, and I discovered that there were more shelters that were provided for people in unsafe places. So that's a step in the right direction. And you can reach them. I think their website is everywhere. They have numbers. They have domestic and sexual violence response team. So I just get them, check on Google and get their number. And then my foundation is Smile and Shine Children's Foundation.
Right.
On our website is www.smileandshine.org.ng, and you can call if you need to talk to us. You can call us on 081
right
435 081 435 6988 or 081 60 54 0979. And don't bother about confidentiality. We will not disclose anything. Everything is done under strict confidentiality. We in love and with your best interest at heart, and it's just for you to get better and get reintegrated back into society, because it's easy to tell someone to forgive and forgive and forgive. You've not worn the person's shoes. You don't know that it's not that easy. Forgiveness is key, but it's not as easy as it sounds. The person needs help in all his entirety.
Indeed. Dr. Nimi, before we go, I think we can squeeze in just one more call. We're almost out of time. Well, let's just try and squeeze in just a call before we go. Good morning to you.
Hello, Sheriff.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, like you said, my greetings to your guests. One, there's something I want to let you know. There was a community I visited in Ebonyi State so many years back.
Okay.
I was shocked to hear that children of the same father, but not the same mother, can marry each other. Such is still happening in this our 21st century. I'm in shock too. In fact, I want your guests to address it because she made mention of something similar to that. But I want to be sure that such a thing no longer exists in Nigeria.
Right.
As I mentioned, the name of the community is enough people in Ebonyi State. People I went for the program said that if their father marries two wives, the child from their own biological mother can marry the child from their father, but not from the same mother. What kind of tradition is that? Please, I want to get clarity on that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for calling. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, we can't give you clarity on that because we must go now. Dr. Nimi, thank you so much. But before you go, Dr. Nimi, can you please give out the phone number again for those who need help?
Yes, just briefly. As a medical doctor, scientifically, it has effects, terrible effects. It's called inbreeding, which is a collection of genetic disorders suffered by children of parents with close genetic relationship. So they are prone to genetic disorders, what you call imbecility. So it's not even something to be considered. So that tradition is not, it's barbaric. Yes, it is. It's despicable. So yes, the phone number is 081 4356 988 081 6054 0979. I take it again, 081 435 6988 or 081 6054 0979. Thank you.
Let me carry. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
That's our show today. Lagos, I'm Sheriff Quadry across all social media platforms. I'll see you tomorrow at 5. Bye for now.
The home of the best talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe.